Tu passes le jackfruit? The coconut?
Papa, j'entends des liquides. On a étudié sur les lotus, puis c'est vraiment beau en vrai.
Oui.
All day Nat was taking notes. We saw like a dozen apartments that day, and the one criteria was it had to be close to the school where I would be working and the kids would be going to school. And even if we hadn't committed to anything yet, the kids were still arguing about who would have which room.
Qu'est-ce que vous décidez là?
Yes! Elle a triché. Elle y va toujours après moi.
So this is day 2 of apartment hunting, and we may have found the apartment of choice. Let's go see. Fun fact: counters in Vietnam are sometimes much lower because Vietnamese people are not as tall.
Je veux celle-là.
Great thing about this place, that white and red building there, that's where I will teach, and the kids are gonna go to school. I think we have a winner. This apartment? Do you like this apartment? Say palm trees. Palm trees. How do you feel now that we found a space?
Feel good.
That good space?
Yeah, we all like the apartment. Good amenities. Very nice social areas.
En plus, on a juste un Starbucks juste en dessous.
So to celebrate our new apartment, in our building is a Starbucks. I mean, we're in Vietnam and there is good coffee everywhere. We don't need to be at Starbucks, but I have a daughter and she's obsessed with Starbucks. Happy, happy? Just wandering around every single neighborhood. There's a ton of little restaurants everywhere, which is fantastic. Because the food is pretty solid, pretty much everywhere.
C'est-tu juste ça, comment?
Take a wrap, dip it, num num num.
While we did our apartment hunting and while we waited to get access to our apartment, we stayed in the Vien Dong Hotel, which wasn't too far away from where we were apartment hunting. Breakfast was included. Look at that. Look. Do you see? Oh, it was so good. And the people were very friendly. The beds were rock hard, but this is Vietnam. You gotta expect that. But every day, some nice Vietnamese coffee, some good pho, some good banh mi.
This is breakfast. Chopstick skills. Oh. Because he essentially slept on the floor, a tatami mat in South Korea, he got to choose his bed in Vietnam. And the bed he chose was a king. So my 8-year-old is sleeping in a king-size bed. It's bigger than all the other beds. Okay, so you can stop pretending. We just got our phone plans, and for the whole year, for 2 people, it's $123. Canadian, which is crazy. We were paying somewhere in like the $30 range in Canada per month. And here we get 1 gig of data per day. In Canada, we were getting 3 gigs per month. It's crazy cheap, crazy cheap. This morning, we are exploring outside of our usual neighborhood, more modern, more westernized neighborhood. And as you can see, we are now in something that resembles a bit more Vietnam that you would have seen online, a bit more raw. Very interesting. A lot of energy, a lot of energy.
That is good.
Yeah?
Small?
Become orangey.
Not too sweet, considering it's sugarcane. So they spotted Simon with his Messi jersey, and now all the knockoff soccer jerseys of the world came out.
La madame a pris comme tous les sacs de jersey et de shorts qu'elle avait pour me le donner.
Oui, mais ils veulent vendre.
Et il
Quoi?
prend ça.
Yeah?
Mais je vais pas juste le porter tout seul. Là.
Yeah, yeah.
Elle
Oh.
fait les 2 jerseys. Ça, un blanc. Un bébé jaune.
So this is the Tân Mỹ Market. It is the closest traditional market to where we will be living. For people who've only been in Vietnam for less than a week, it's not yet used to the chaos. It's pretty much everything you want to buy here. I will just go and compare it with supermarkets, which are a bit more geared to Western folk, but much less fun. This is still kind of fun. Not thoughts on your first local market experience?
It's a bit overwhelming, but very cheap.
And now, this is the supermarket, which will be much more familiar to anybody in the West, and as you can see, much less crazy. What is that stuff? Oh, it says meat stick. And now we shop for bedding and stuff in what is essentially a knockoff IKEA. Even the design of this place is IKEA. We don't know anything about the previous tenants of this apartment. What I do know is they had a ton of time on their hands because they didn't spend any of their time cleaning. The floors were nasty, and somebody was using one of the corners of the shower as a urinal. Right, Nat?
Yep.
That corner there. That was used as a urinal. This corner, underneath the shower head, that'd be a better corner because then it could rinse. Over there, it won't rinse. So we've been here 2 days now, and we're finally almost finishing just cleaning the house, just making it livable and up to our standards. We've been in Vietnam now for a bit more than a month. Disadvantages: I'm always a bit moist. There's that. It's hot. It's a tropical country. Avoid the middle of the day, stick to the mornings, stick to the night. I've learned that. But there are way more advantages to living here so far than there are disadvantages. We could go out to the restaurant 2 times a week, 3 times a week, because if you stick to Vietnamese restaurants, it's cheaper than cooking at home. And the food is usually pretty awesome. Another advantage is we already have a very solid social circle because it's a bit like a dog at the park. You know, you see another foreigner here and you're like, hey, who are you? You want to be my friend? But you know, it's weird. People are very friendly because they don't know anybody either, right? If you've watched everything so far, thanks. Please like this video, subscribe to the channel. I will keep putting out videos about our adventures, about our move from Canada to Vietnam and everything that we are living out here. So stay tuned.
Oh, and yeah, we haven't been back to Starbucks.